For 7 years, Fruma has been out of reach, hidden in legend and whispers. Now, I finally get to step inside for the very first time. With beta access, I get to walk through the gate into a world that feels completely new. In this video, we're exploring Fruma for the very first time. We'll run through the intro quests, check out all the new systems and visual upgrades, and discover why the province has been 7 years in the making. After years of waiting, the gate is finally open. Let's see what awaits us on the other side. Hey everybody, and welcome back. Welcome to Fruma, guys. We finally made it. I know you guys have been waiting a lot longer than I have, but I am so excited to jump in today and see what this place has to offer. But before we do, I do want to go over some of the new stuff, and that includes, some of the visual updates, the spell VFX, all that fun stuff. So before we start going on our quests, I want to hop into that. So let's take a look at the new item frames first. Super excited to take a look at this. Before I take a look at the new item frames, I do want to say this is completely vanilla. I don't have any mods installed. The only thing I have installed are shaders, and that does not affect these whatsoever. But one thing I will say is I think these look amazing. And I know we saw these in the trailer, and I was really excited to kind of see them myself, because a lot of this stuff really changes my opinion on how it looked before. When I made my first thoughts on the whole game, one of my gripes was not having really everything up front for you. And I feel like this does a good job in kind of explaining things a little bit more to you and kind of giving you more of like a visual aspect of it. So not only does it show, like all the stats and everything, but it shows the requirements, whether it be the level, how much, ability points and things like that. And I find that very helpful. And that is one of my favorite things on this. And it also shows you the little abilities that you can get on it, like the orbital chain and things like that. And you can also cycle through and get even more stats. So it's not all in one place. It doesn't look, as congested. It's all right here in the front. And I thoroughly enjoy that. It helps me out personally, being able to like read it this way. And it even gives you a place to look at kind of like the lore if you're into that kind of stuff. I know I am, so I really like this. I think this is one of the coolest things that they could have done for the UI. I don't think it's necessarily something they needed to do, but I do really enjoy this. So the next thing I wanted to check out are the new visual effects. Now, some of the abilities did get an update, so let's go ahead and try our meteor first. That is awesome. I love the ring it shows around it. I don't know. For me, it's like it kind of helps me understand where my abilities are and like who's using them. I know when I'm in like a big party, I kind of get confused when I see things happening. So, I mean, knowing like, hey, like this is a mage or something, like I feel like that could go a really long way, at least for me. I still consider myself a newer player. There's a lot of people that have been around a lot longer than me, but I really like this. So of course, we have our standard, we have our meteor, which looks really cool. And then of course we have our heal, which puts a really cool like ring on the ground. I think that looks pretty awesome as well. Looks very clean, very pretty. And again, this is all vanilla, so I'm very impressed. And of course we have our ice snake, which in my opinion looks a lot better than the last one. The last one looked like just dirt getting shot up, but this one looks like actual ice spikes. So very happy with that. Now I do have other abilities. I can't use them yet until I like actually get them like procced kind of thing. So but let's talk about that as well, because as a lot of you guys know, Riftwalker did get updated. So instead of being on the left like how I'm used to, it's actually straight down the middle now. So, you'll probably look at this and be like, Selic, what are you doing with your points? Good question. I'm going to be honest. I was already still learning the last Riftwalker that we're on, but now we're on a new one, and this one has frozen tornadoes. So very excited to get using that and everything. There's time distortion, whole lot of stuff to dive into, and I'm excited to see the theorycraft builds and all this stuff to really help me, even because I am not good at making builds, that is for sure. I feel like doing this kind of stuff takes time, so I mean obviously I'll get there at some point, but a whole lot of new stuff, and it's awesome. I think, at least just from an outsider's standpoint, an outside looking in, this is a very good rework for the Riftwalker. Just based on the abilities, they seem a lot more fun. For me anyways, pressing the hotkeys with wind tills is easier than pressing the button combos. So I feel like over time I'll get better at it, but until then, I do have to learn the correct way to play, I guess. So yeah, there's a ton of new stuff down the line here. And then of course we have our abilities here, which are our ultimate abilities. And I think these are insane. I haven't used one yet, but the Riftwalker one looks crazy. So I don't have enough combat points to use this yet, but you can overload your dimensional rift and it just creates this big overload, and I cannot wait. Turns a deadly piercing ray. I can't wait to try this out. And, you know, obviously we will do this down the line, but it looks super cool, and I just wanted to share this with you guys as well. Now, there is an intro quest, so let's go ahead and get started on that. It looks like it's going to be the Queen's Recruit. We're going to catch up with Tasm and see what he has to say. All right, so Tasm's sitting here in Deathless. Let's see what's going on. I believe we're going to get a first look at the new chat frames as well, which I really hope so. Oh my gosh, that's clean. This is nice. I like this a lot. Selic, hey, it's lucky I managed to catch you here. It's been a while, hasn't it? We should catch up. You've probably had lots of adventures, right? I sure have, Tasm. But before that, I've just got to find... Oh, it looks like I can choose options. Okay, so that's very interesting. Okay, so that's how you communicate with them. So instead of pressing like 1, 2, and 3, you can just press shift. Obviously, there was only one that I could do there, but... He sent me a letter asking me to join him on some more scouting mission, but I haven't been able to find him. It did take me a while to get here, so maybe he's somewhere else by now. Aegis did tell me the mission ended up being called off, so... But if he's not here, then I should probably stop trying to catch him on the streets, huh? I'll just have to leave a message for him at the barracks. We can head to the tavern and catch up. Gods, I've missed the Rusty Recruit's drinks. The barkeeper, he says it's the same as anywhere else, but it really isn't. Nowhere else pours it like he does. All right, so we can pick our decision here. Okay, so this is very seamless. I thoroughly like this. Again, this is all vanilla. There is no mods with this. So, like, yes, let's catch up. He just got back. You can't tell him now. You'll do it later once he's settled in. Oh, no. Oh, no. If you guys remember, I will, oh, yeah. Spoiler alert. He's gone. Yeah. Pardon me. Excuse me. Coming through. Us two specifically. Got an important missive from Ragni, direct from the king himself. Yep. Really? I don't think I've seen him since... What could he possibly want us for? I'm not privy to the details, I'm afraid. He's summoning a number of seasoned adventurers to the castle for some sort of meeting. Anyway, I've got to try and track down. So I'll give you the written letters and I'll best be on my way. Best of luck with whatever it is. Thanks. I love the player portraits, by the way. I think that looks so cool. That's strange, isn't it? I guess we'll have to call off the drinks till later. Probably for the best. Maybe I'll be able to catch him before. Oh, Tasm. Oh, you go ahead. I have to stop by the barracks first. I'll meet you in Ragni then. New quest line started, homecoming. And Queen's Recruit. Okay. All right, so we are headed on over to Ragni, I guess. So I will see you guys there once we get there. I'm going to go get my scroll. We're going to teleport. Teleport on over. Oh, there you are. Didn't you head out before me? Yeah, it took me a minute to get here, Tasm. I don't know most of the people here, so I'll stick with you for now. I believe we're going to go be talking to the king here. I believe that is who we are going to speak to. I honestly don't remember. There's some NPCs there, but it has us going right into here. No, we are talking to the guard. Another soldier, allow me to see your summons. Good, come in, Selic. The king will be arriving shortly. All right, so I'm going to go inside. Right this way. All right, let's see what we got here. Looks like there is a quest icon out there. I wonder what that is, but it looks like there's a lot of people coming in here. Ragni's king. Ah, here we are. I thank you all for coming on such a short notice. It's been some time since I've seen many of you. I'll get right to the point. We find ourselves in a very delicate position when it comes to our relations with our neighboring province, Fruma. Fruma mentioned. We rely heavily on the flow of the new recruits sent to us, but we have no means of contacting their province. Only they may reach out to us, and only once before have they chosen to do so. Several weeks ago, we received a cloaked visitor through the outskirts. She claimed to be a Fruma, one of their sovereigns. We were extended an invitation of sorts. All of the recruits we have ever received, we were to select the greatest and send them into Fruma for some sort of celebration. Is that who we are, the greatest? The ones who could be reached, at the very least. Perhaps some were greater yet, but we all know the roaming habits of your sort, and tracking them down can really prove... we're not just gonna go along with this, are we? Linton, you can't just... What? They're demanding something weird and obviously suspicious, so why should we just accept it? I'm afraid we don't have a choice in the matter. As I mentioned, the recruits we receive make all the difference in our province's continued survival. If we were to reject this invitation, who's to say they wouldn't just stop sending them tough? Besides all of that, think of the opportunity this presents, a true, freely given view of what lies beyond those walls. We'd be fools to not accept it, no matter the implied threat. That's scary. Indeed, I regret that I must request this of you, but there is no other choice. You must accept this invitation. Even those with bad experiences with the province? I apologize, but you must. My hands are tied. I take it we are expected to gather as much intelligence on Fruma as we can while we're there. That's the plan indeed. I'll explain more once we're there, but I believe we're in a time limit, correct? You are correct, Doctor. I've been told that a representative will greet you all at the royal gates of Fruma, situated on the western coast. I've sent a courier ahead to Nemrak to inform the local captains of the destination they are trying to take you to. Nemrak, I know a captain there. Selleck, want to join me? Yeah, we might as well. We'll go talk to the sea skipper. Of course. All right, travel to the gate of Fruma. Or meet up with Tasm in Nemrak. I think I'm gonna go meet up with Tasm. I feel like that just for lore purposes rather than just going there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I will see you guys shortly. All right, so I just made it over to Tasm. It looks like he is just looking at the water. Let's see what he has to say. Oh, you're here, lost in thought. Sorry. It's a little surreal, isn't it? I only just got back to Wynn, and now Fruma. I'm so excited, dude. There he goes. Kind of makes me wish we had Aladar here too. The three of us on an adventure again, going back home. I guess we'll just have to tell him all about it when we get back. He'll be sad he missed it, I bet. Oh god, this is heartbreaking. Yeah, probably, man. Oi there, those are my two favorite customers I see. You call everyone your favorite customer, Captain. Don't think I didn't notice. Well, it's true, ain't it? I got lots of favorites. Anyhow, you're here for a trip, ain't you? We are. You've probably heard the details already. There should have been something about a new destination. Hey. That's what I have. Some scrawny Ragni courier whooshed past earlier. I barely got a word in before he was off again. Real interesting fellow. Not a part of the sea I like to visit, but I reckon I can make an exception this time. I can pay you extra for this trip if you'd like. Ha, no, there's no need for that. It's free of charge for my two favorite customers. And of course y'all paid from Ragni's royal courier anyhow. Now, hop aboard before I change my mind and leave without you. Yes, sir. I'm loving this dialogue already. It feels very, like, I don't know, it makes you feel like you're still within the story, and it's great. So, Fruma, eh? I ask what the business you've got there, but figure it's top secret. We've been invited to a province. Supposedly it's for some sort of celebration, but, ain't knowing the rumors. Not the kind of place you want to invite folks in, is it? No, it isn't. Oh, he got really sad. He's gonna be so sad when he finds out about Aladar. Tell me, what's on your mind then? The both of you speaking thoughts out tend to make them easier to manage in my experience. It's very suspicious. Actually, I'm gonna go with maybe it's true. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's just a celebration and we're overthinking it. It's possible. I hope you're right and it's all fine and we are all overthinking it. But I can't let my guard down. Everything about the situation is screaming that something isn't right and I don't know what. Nothing wrong with hoping for the best. Staying positive is all you can really do sometimes. Out here on the sea, we have a saying. Go searching for the storm and it'll find you. Don't expect the worst or it'll find a way to come to pass. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Captain. It's what I'm here for, ain't it? Giving sage advice and sailing folks around the sea. And look at that. On the horizon, shining opulent docks. Seems we've arrived. Don't know what you'll be facing there, but good luck anyways. We'll need it. Thanks for bringing us here, Captain. All right, we've made it back to the gate. Looks like Tasm's here waiting for us. This is insane. Fruma must have a lot of money to spend, huh? For those that haven't been to the gate yet, like, this is incredible, by the way. Like, genuinely. Here we are, the gates. The gates are going to open. Look at that gate. It's updated from the last time I saw it. Oh, man. And then the music starts playing. I just got goosebumps, guys. They're all just waiting for me. This is sick. The stragglers arrive. You certainly took your time, didn't you? Not the time, Keimer. Leave the poor man be for an hour, eh? Got bigger fish to fry. Yes, fine. We've not been able to get a word out of any of these soldiers. Do we even have the time and place? You just haven't been trying hard enough. Hey, Tin Can, this is Fruma, right? Wow, never mind. You were right. As I often am. It really is an impressive construction, isn't it? All this for a closed-off province. Impressive or not, we have work to do. On your guard, everyone. We don't know what to expect, so watch your backs. Oh, the gate. Attention, attention. I hereby introduce you to the ever-moving Zephyr, the ruler of the Auburn Forest, the latest in the line of one of Fruma's greatest noble houses, his lordship, sovereign, I can't pronounce that guy's name, Xeroc Nassin. We got a cutscene. Thank you, Zhao. Now, soldiers of Wynn, Her Majesty welcomes you to the province as guests of the crown. Follow me, and you will be escorted to the royal palace. Let's not keep her waiting. You are all of great importance to her. We're here! We're through the gates. Guys, what a beautiful cutscene that was. I loved how they went through everything to show everything off because this game deserves it. Like, look at this architecture, man. Like, that was so pretty. I'm so excited to go explore this place. Fruma is not what I imagined from the little I saw in those memories. What did you think? It was absolutely beautiful. I wonder why they keep the province under such a lock and key. They could make a fortune off tourism alone. It does make me wonder, though. The tour felt very controlled. We were never let out of the carriage, and the sovereign person always kept a watchful eye on us. There's definitely something wrong in this province. We should regroup with everyone under less watchful eyes. Look, that Xerox fellow is back. It was Xerox? Alright, they're having a hard time too. Is that the queen? Oh yeah. Butterflies in chat, guys. Greetings, soldiers of Wynn. It is my honor as queen to facilitate your return to our wonderful province. Though long you have spent away, you will always remain children of Fruma. Your work to battle against the blight beyond our walls have been great interest. You have certainly made our province proud. I love the portrait. You must have questions on the nature of your summons. All will be revealed, but first, allow me to introduce two of my wonderful sovereigns. You heard my name, but let me introduce myself. I am Majin of House Thalas, the Morning Star, sovereign of our fair highlands. It's a pleasure, dear soldiers, to join our queen for the ceremony. Xerox Nason, sovereign of the Auburn Forest. The value of that title should speak for itself. Thank you, sovereigns. These two and the rest are my council for ruling over our province. Each sovereign is given governance over their own district and works to serve these people there. There are others, though none could attend the event. They find themselves occupied with various assignments. Enough of the boring talk. We would like to share a taste of what our province has to deliver. Please find your way to the grand dining hall, situated just behind me. I love the piano. I take it this is my seat. This is almost like creepy. Well, I've put it off long enough. Before the first course is served, I will reveal the purpose of your presence here today. In celebration of your work in the Wynn province, we shall be hosting a tournament. You will all partake in a set of duels in order to crown the greatest soldier amongst you. You have all grown in your time spent beyond our walls. And what better way to show it? We will, of course, provide compensation for all participants. A generous monetary reward shall be granted to each of you, no matter your placing in the event. However, for whichever of you finds themselves crowned winner, a greater reward awaits. The specifics shall be revealed once the tournament has concluded. Your Majesty, if I may, I am not much of a fighter. My specialty is research and study of magic. Very well, accommodations shall be made. A different request may be made of you later in exchange. I thank you for your grace and understanding, Your Majesty. Yes, now, once the meal comes to a close, you shall all be assigned to a room to stay in for the remainder of your stay in my palace. Ah, it seems the first course has been prepared. Please, enjoy our province's finest cuisine. Delicious. I feel like I'm eating it. I can't say I was expecting that of all things. You'll be joining the tournament, right? Yeah, I guess. Good. I guess that makes two of us. Either way, it'll be nice to finally have a rematch. I haven't forgotten about when you beat me in the sparring match all the way back then. We'd better get going and find our rooms. Everyone else headed south. All right, I guess we're gonna go get into bed and go from there. All right, it appears we are getting over to where we need to be. The palace representative, let's see what he has to say. Yes, allow me a moment. Names, Selic and Tasm. On a worldwide adventure. Talk about fancy feast, huh? They're really pulling out all the stops, huh? Don't think I've had anything that good in a while. Yeah, it was probably the best meal I've had in a long time. Really tired me out. Can't wait for a long and good rest. Ah, there we are. Tasm and Selic, you'll be in room W3 in the western wing. What about us? I'm Mel and this is Linton. Let's see. Mel and Lanu, you'll be in E2. Hey, I think you forgot somebody. Where am I staying? Linton, let me see. Oh. Linton and Keimer are in W2. Oh, Keimer, huh? That's, okay. Good luck with that. There's already turmoil between us all. That's hilarious. All right, so we're in W3. I'm not sure where that is, but it's probably going to be right in front of us if I had to guess, if they went left and right. All right, so we just came into this room here. So there's W1. I'm guessing W3 is going to be pretty close. 2 and 3. So this is our room. I love the door animations, by the way. Those look so cool. But we're here. I wonder... So this is our room. Yep. Good observation, Tasm. You've always been a smart one. Seems cozy enough, I guess. It's easier than I thought to be going in Fruma. There's enough distance from the memories. Okay, so we're in private now. So what do you actually think of the tournament? It's weird, right? Why would we be invited just for this? I'm not sure what to expect. It has to be a trick. I'm ready to fight. Honestly, I'm a fighter. I'm a little excited too. I haven't had any friendly duels in a long time, so maybe it'll be nice to test my strength. But don't forget why we're here. Keep your guard up. Something about the reward she mentioned, it makes me uneasy. It strikes me as the kind of thing Aladar would enjoy. He'd get to use all his potions and tricks too. He's always telling me about the horrific creations he's mixed together. I think I miss him. I do too. Yeah. Got a knock at the door. It's Linton. Hey, you two. What's going on? Oh, nothing much, just a secret meeting in Gen Press room. That's W1 at the start of the corridor. Picard says we should talk about what we've got so far. He also said to space out people coming to the room, so wait a few minutes before stopping by. I guess that makes sense, but why are you here and not... Because I'm fast and stealthy. Gotta run now. I don't want to draw the guard's attention. Remember, room W1. He's energetic, huh? Okay, let's head over to the meeting. I wonder what the others have noticed. I wonder what's going on over there. I do want to explore more. That's a nice little bedroom. Again, just the small little details of this. It's just so nice. All right, so I made it to W1. Looks like everybody's here. Okay. Now, Picard, mind telling me what was on your damn mind when you commandeered my room without saying a word? Well, I suppose, or it may have slipped the mind. Not important. We're under a time constraint. We've made it this far, but we'll need to plan our next steps. Firstly, however, let's start with the information we have gleaned thus far. Well, the crown certainly has money to spare. What we've seen thus far seems to rival even the richest of the nobility. I had the pleasure of working in Levagar. In the architectural style, it's unique. I haven't seen anything like it before. I suppose it would make sense if the province has been closed off so long. Enough of the unimportant details. Any of the rest of you feeling strange about the tournament? Seems an odd thing to invite us folks back for. I was thinking the same thing, and they're willing to pay all of us for participating. No matter how we do, I don't get why. Well, in truth, I'm not overly concerned about it. Yes, actually, Picard, what was that back there in the dining hall? You're going to draw attention to yourself by opting out of it? Oh, what use is there in placing me in such a combat scenario? I'll be far more useful outside of the structure. Free to look around the palace. Anyways, settle down now, y'all. Limited time, remember? We've gone off track. They're rich, fancy, and want us fighting for some reason. As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. I don't believe there is much to be gleaned from the tournament just yet. It's a puzzle piece we'll have to connect later. Do we have anything on the Queen and her sovereigns? It's an interesting governmental structure, but I suppose having a more direct line to the Queen has a value in districts. Well, they're obviously putting on an act, definitely hiding something from us. I don't think any of them are happy to see us as they are. Yes, indeed, we were sent to win as exiles, not as honored soldiers. So why are they pretending otherwise? They called us back here. Perhaps they're unaware that we've cracked the memory spell? For all that we know, we still believe their lies. I'd expect some things for certain. So am I the only one confused by the amount of guards around? You'd think the 9 strangers entering the royal palace would be under more watchful eyes. Now that you mention it, the only guards I saw on the way to our rooms were by the courtyard exit. There aren't any outside of our rooms. Seems likely to me they want us to feel safe and trusted. They've got to know we'll be talking about everything we see, so why not leave a good impression, eh? Besides, they've got 2 sovereigns looking over us. Pretty strong, aren't they? Speaking of sovereigns and the guards, by extension, anyone else adept to reading mana? It hardly feels like there's any of us that use it at all. I was gonna bring that up. I haven't seen any mages at all. Excuse me? The closest I've seen is the higher ranked soldiers wielding magical weapons. I'm not as good with reading mana, but there's something with the sovereigns. They've got an incredibly powerful aura surrounding them. It feels unnatural. Yes, you're right. They and the Queen are the only ones I've seen here who possess innate magical abilities. If anything, all 3 of them seem closely linked in terms of energy. As interesting as that is, it doesn't leave much of the rest for all of us to go off. Doctor, you're the one who organized us here. What are our plans? Yes, well, it seems their most promising lead to the sovereigns. We'll want to focus on them, though. Alright, we're heading to bed for the night. Good night, Selleck. I hope you'll sleep better than I will. I didn't get enough sleep. Might as well nap for a little bit longer. Okay, interesting. We're gonna miss the first round if you sleep any longer. Oh boy. Well, I'm awake now. Ah, you're up. Good morning. Sleep well? Could have been better. Well, I feel your pain. I don't think I got more than an hour to... No, they just knocked and slid the notice under the door. Was someone in our room during the night? I don't like that at all. Not at all. We need to head over to the arena. Apparently, it's in the northern part of the palace. So it looks like everybody's here, and we have the Majin themselves. It's about time. As guests of the crowns, it would do you well to arrive on time for such things. Tardiness is not a good look. Our apologies, Sovereign. It would seem we were not given the time to be here in advance. A humble mistake, I'm certain. The incompetence of our lessers. It never ceases to amaze. Nonetheless, the duty of arriving on schedule remains on your shoulders. Do better next time, would you? Now, I'm a very busy man, so I will keep this brief. As Her Majesty has already explained, the tournament will consist of multiple duels. You are not required to watch each match. The standard rules apply. No killing, no maiming, no attacking outside the arena. Though, do try. I'd find much pleasure in watching you fail. With that settled, are there any questions? I would certainly hope not. I have much to return to once this is... I do. I'm not participating in the tournament. I've been told to expect some alternative today. Yes, you. What did you say you were? A researcher? Oh, he's laughing at him. The first match appears to be Selleck and Mel. Step forward, the 2 of you. All right. Hurry up and get prepared. Choose a corridor, each north or south, and get to fighting already. As for the rest of you, I can't be bothered. Read your matchups on the board for yourselves. Alrighty, I guess I'll choose this one. Alright, I'm gonna go in this one. Let's see what's down here. Okay, so we're actually in, like, the arena down here. So we're gonna start the fight. This is gonna be weird playing with the actual buttons. Ready to go? Let's show them what we're made of. Okay, so Mel is a shaman. So there's one of my new abilities, the time rift. Now, I'm not entirely sure how to use it, I'll be honest. Oh, there's one of my ice tornadoes. All right, we won somehow, some way. What a fight. Got my blood rushing. Yeah, I guess. What'd you think of my trick? Pretty good, right? Celica's bested Mel in the first round and will progress to the next. Leave the arena waiting room and find Picard. All right, let's see what Picard's up to. All right, so Picard's off and around. We got to figure out what he's up to. Yeah, there's a lot here. I feel like we're going to end up getting caught. And that we're rifling through the curse. Yeah, see, there it is. Do you have eyes on the speaker? Who is it? I like how it kind of like guides you. Oh, it's the Majin? Oh, it's both of them. It's like I'm talking with her again. It's so nostalgic to speak with clueless Nasen, trying their hardest in spite of their incompetence. I'm sorry, you ignorant integrand. You really think this is the time for rah? Why do I even bother? Why indeed, it truly is a bad habit. Something to work on while your seniors do the important work, huh? Speaking of, I must put forth that I do to find this all a bit strange. We most certainly aren't lacking in strength here, so why bother with the exiles? The risk factor is much greater than I'd bet on. She has to know more than we do, so maybe we'll get a summation later. Are you two done? Ah, there she is. Fashionably late as always. If anything, I was early. I'd say the timing was golden if you're here to the summation I mentioned. There wasn't anything else. Okay, so they are under the understanding that the doctor is up to something. I love that they just don't notice my glowing staff. All right, so I need to get back to the arena. Hopefully I don't run into them or something. Be the only one that gets caught. The first round has concluded. The names will proceed in the next round. Selleck, Tasm, Reynold, Keimer. Selleck, your match will begin shortly. Your opponent is already in the waiting room. Okay, round 2. All right, so we're going to start our next duel. Hopefully this one goes a little bit better. Oh my gosh. Looks like somebody's already fighting him. That's funny. I'm here with one of the players fighting Tasm. It's kind of hard to figure out who I'm fighting just because there's another person here. I need to remember to Ice Snake. Ice Snake is very good for me. Alright, so I'm guessing I'm going to have to fight Tasm just based on that other guy fighting him. And then I had to kind of do it that way. Just 2v1'd right there. Kind of proud of myself. Okay, so I need to return to the courtyard in the south side of the palace. Alright, so it's going to be me and Tasm in the finals. Who would have thought? Okay, so everybody's getting escorted out. Oh, wow, okay. Last meal. Oh, gosh. They've changed the rules on us, and now we have no choice. We need to see it through. Alright, we need to go attend the final dinner. I'm guessing we're going to be allowed into the province once we finish through this. I'm gonna go ahead and sit in my chair here. So lonely without everybody. Finalist, welcome. If you're not already aware, your fellow soldiers have been returned to Wynn safely. If you don't mind me asking, Your Majesty, I thought we had an agreement. We would all remain here until the tournament concludes with the finals. Oh, and would you like to join the rest of them? They could certainly be arranged. We could simply select a victor here and now. They're so angry. All right, so I need to go to the northeastern wing. Good luck out there. Yo, thanks, man. So I'm gonna go talk to the queen herself. Let's see what she has to say. So to summarize this, the queen basically knows what we were doing, trying to get all the information. And she also claims that TASM is more impressive than what we are, just based on what she's seen. She thinks we're strong, but she thinks TASM is better. Interesting. Once we get back to the room, TASM says his conversation was probably around the same that we had with the queen. Now, TASM asked for a favor as well, which is having a friendly duel before the tournament tomorrow. So we run down to the arena and our duel begins. After the fight, TASM says that he still can't beat you and that the queen presented him a choice. Now, when we asked what the choice was, he said that he will let us know in the morning and he has a lot to think about. So I wonder what that choice could be. Oh, TASM being sketchy, who would have thought? Read the note TASM left. You're reading this. I'm not back yet. I couldn't sleep. I'm heading out for a walk to clear my mind. If it's morning, I'll see you at the dining hall. If it's night, maybe I'll catch you before then. TASM. Okay, so we'll head to the Majesty's office. Who is this? Choices, choices, choices. You've already failed, you know. You did not meet her criteria for selection. But is dismissing you outright an error? Certainly you're powerful, perhaps even more so than you should be given the circumstances. Still, you lack the drive, the perspective, the dedication, the understanding. And most critically, you're unpredictable, and that makes you dangerous. What the heck? Oh, I'm getting escorted out. Okay.